Bay Billy by Alfred H Miles. 'Twas the last fight at Fredericksburg, perhaps the day you wreck. Our boys, the 22nd Maine, kept Early's men in check. Just where Wade Hampton boomed away, the fight went neck and neck. All day we held the weaker wing, and held it with a will. Several stubborn times we charged the battery on the hill, and 5 times beaten back, reformed, and kept our columns still. At last from out the center fight spurred up a general's aide. "That battery must silenced be," he cried, as past he sped. Our colonel simply touched his cap, and then, with measured tread, to lead the crouching line, once more the grand old fellow came. No wounded man but raised his head, and strove to gasp his name, and those who could not speak nor stir, God blessed him just the same. For he was all the world to us, that hero gray and grim. Right well he knew that fearful slope we'd climb with none but him, though while his white head led the way, we'd charge hell's portals in. This time we were not halfway up, when, midst the storm of shell, our leader, with his sword upraised, beneath our bayonets fell, and, as we bore him back, the foe set up a joyous yell. Our hearts went with him, back we swept, and when the bugle said, "Up, charge again," no man was there but hung his dogged head. "We've no one left to lead us now," the sullen soldiers said. Just then, before the laggard line, the colonel's horse we spied, Bay Billy, with his trappings on, his nostrils swelling wide, as though still on his gallant back his master sat astride. Right royally he took the place that was his old of wont, and with a neigh that seemed to say, above the battle's brunt, "How can the 22nd charge if I am not in front?" Like statues we stood rooted there, and gazed a little space. Above that floating main we missed the dear familiar face, but we saw Bay Billy's eye of fire, and it gave us hearts of grace. No bugle call could rouse us all as that brave sight had done. Down all the battered line we felt a lightning impulse run. Up the hill we followed Bill, and captured every gun. And when upon the conquered height died out the battle's hum, vainly, mid-living, and the dead, we sought our leader dumb. It seemed as if a spectre steed to win that day had come. At last the morning broke. The lark sang in the merry skies, as if to e'en the sleepers there it said, "Awake, arise," though naught but that last trump of all could ope their heavy eyes. And then once more, with banners gay, stretched out the long brigade. Trimly upon the furrowed field the troops stood on parade, and bravely, mid the ranks, we closed the gaps the fight had made. Not half the 22nd's men were in their place that morn, and Corporal Dick, who yestermorn stood 6 brave fellows on, now touched my elbow in the ranks, for all between were gone. Ah, who forgets that dreary hour when, as with misty eyes, to call the old familiar roll the solemn sergeant tries, one feels that thumping of the heart, as no prompt voice replies. And as in faltering tone and slow the last few names were said, across the field some missing horse twirled up with weary tread. It caught the sergeant's eye, and quick Bay Billy's name was read. Yes, there the old Bay hero stood, all safe from battle's harms, and ere an order could be heard, or the bugle's quick alarms, down all the front, from end to end, the troops presented arms. Not all the shoulder straps on earth could still our mighty cheer. And ever from that famous day, when rang the roll call clear, Bay Billy's name was read, and then the whole line answered, "Here."